Well, I guess I finally got around to going to get some steel. I got two 10-foot lengths of 1.5 by 3/16, I believe, angle. And then I got this chunk, I think 2 by 4 foot piece of 10 gauge. And then I got just like a chunk of some flat bar to reinforce the shelves and possibly make some hooks with or something. But I suppose I'm going to cut some metal. I got kind of a rough idea of what I'm going to do. So I'm going to cut some metal and see where it goes. Alright, so we got our pieces cut. I decided to notch some angle and basically going to weld together two rectangles out of angle iron and then run some angle iron legs between it. So there's a shelf and then the welder is going to go on the top. It's basically going to be like that crappy wood thing except made out of metal with some hangers for the leads and all that. And I got over there in the corner, probably can't see it from that shot, but I got 25 foot of gas hose and 25 foot of extension cord. The real heavy extension cord, mind you, so I can run the welder on the cart and leave that bottle. Since that's the big one, I don't want to have that on my cart. Just bolt that to the wall and then I'll have enough extension cord and gas hose to make it all the way out in the alley if I want. But I'm going to tack this together and we'll get back to you. Alright, well, we got everything clamped up and as square as it needs to be for this welding cart. I mean, I checked it all and it's pretty good. So unfortunately, the fact that I made a smaller welding table that's easy to move around the shop, it kind of limits how big a shit you can work on. So I can only do one side at a time. So hopefully the heat doesn't warp her too far out. So when I go to do that side, I don't have to stretch her too much. I measured it and it's good now, but heat does weird shit. So I'm going to go ahead and tack her in and we'll go from there. Alright, I'll check her for square before I weld her out completely. Get back to you in a minute. Alright, checked everything, everything's nice and square. Got it clamped down, now I'm going to weld it out fully, I guess. I'm going to do most of the welding on the back sides and maybe on this corner because I'm planning on putting some plate in here for shelves, and if I go putting a bunch of welds in there, I'll have to grind a bunch of shit to get it to sit flush. I just put a tack on either side of here that I can buzz off real quick once this is welded out, and the plate should fit in there just fine. Oh yeah, also I'm using the Lincoln Power MIG 210 MP. I'm set at 18 volts, about 260 for the wire speed, and I'm, I guess, pushing the puddle, if that matters to you, I guess.